An army of pillagers is hunting down our friends Mikey and JJ. Now, we must build a working army aircraft carrier to protect them. But what happens when all else fails and I am forced to use my secret weapon?
Well, isn't this just great? Lost at sea, no snacks, and to top it off, my socks are wet.
You're not wearing any socks, Milo. Anyway, Mikey and JJ's families are out here with us, and those pillagers are coming after them. We've got to build the best army aircraft carriers we can to stop them.
Chip, that's fine, except, there's something funny going on behind you.
Wait, what? Is there something in the water? And oh, wow, there are cranes rising up out of the ocean.
Wow! I knew we'd get a lift, but this is next level! Good thing that I'm not afraid of heights, mostly.
Milo, this is actually serious. We need these cranes to help us build our carriers. I'll make mine fast and powerful. You can do whatever it is you do.
Oh, you mean make it look good? My carrier's gonna be so stylish, even the pillagers will want it to,
Milo, you can joke all you want, but we have to take this seriously. If we don't finish our builds in time, Maisen's families are done for.
My aircraft carrier might be a little bit wobbly, but it'll fly, or float, or something. It won't let me down.
All right, Milo, let's get to work. We've got to save them before the pillagers strike. For my aircraft carrier, I'm only going to use the sturdiest blocks. That's why I'm going to use iron bars, doors, trapdoors, and chains. Not to mention some serious amounts of polished deep slate. I think we can also use some netherite. Netherite is seriously tough, and for a little bit of color, I say we grab orange concrete and orange wool. Now it is time to make a giant foundation area using the iron blocks. We're about to make this aircraft carrier so huge. This foundation is only going to be the start.
Well, I'm building out of wood, because that's sturdy.
Milo, wood is not sturdy. If you want to build a raft, then sure, wood is pretty good, but not when you're building an aircraft carrier.
Well, mind your own business, because Milo's got the technology brain on today.
The technology brain on? Milo, why don't you have this technology brain on every day?
Well, because I can't always have it. It happens while I sleep.
While you sleep? Milo, do you mean dreaming?
Yeah, no, it's something that happens in my brain where my brain chooses what kind of brain it's gonna be every night.
Milo, that makes absolutely zero sense. It's like you're a different person every day.
Yeah, exactly. I got a new brain and a new bunch of skills and knowledge.
Oh, okay. It sounds like you're just describing what learning is, Milo.
Really? Is that what learning is?
Yes, Milo. Learning is just getting new information. You don't magically become a new person just because you learn something. Oh boy, I think there's a lot you've got to learn and a lot I can teach you. Like how epic this boat is gonna look when this entire bottom is filled in with netherite and polished deep slate. Oh yeah, by using netherite blocks and polished deep slate, we make sure that the foundation of our super powerful aircraft carrier is really sturdy and... Milo, why is your aircraft carrier full of holes?
That's just part of the design because you still need to have holes in your boat so you can see what is in the ocean.
What? No, Milo, you're meant to look over the side of the boat to see what's in the ocean, or use a radar scanner or something. I think holes in your boat's a terrible idea.
Well, when I look over the side, it makes me seasick.
Milo, then maybe you shouldn't exactly be the pilot of an aircraft carrier?
Well, maybe you should be minding your own business.
Oh no, Milo, I think your safety is my business, especially when your aircraft carrier looks like it's facing directly towards mine.
That's just the direction that I built it because I like looking at your build.
Oh, thanks, Milo. That's actually really nice of you. There's just one thing.
What is that?
Well, Milo, if your aircraft carrier is facing in the direction of my aircraft carrier, what's gonna happen when you try and turn it on and your aircraft carrier starts moving?
Well, I will have to go past you.
Milo, how are you gonna do that? You're gonna need to turn 1,000 degrees in just one fraction of a second.
Wait, doesn't degrees mean temperature?
Well, yeah, it does mean temperature, like degrees in Fahrenheit or Celsius, but it can also mean turn in 360 degrees.
I don't know. know what that is, Chip. I don't know.
Oh no, this is bad. If you don't know what degrees are with turning, I think there might be a chance you actually hit my aircraft carrier. That means I'm going to need to really fortify the sides with as many iron blocks as I possibly can. Okay, the front of the ship is now looking really sturdy, but I think we should probably reinforce the sides too. For the sides, we are going to use blocks of iron going slightly out like this. They're going to really help make this ship so much stronger. And in between them, we can even have maybe orange concrete or something just to add some color. I think whatever the design we choose, it'll end up really helping make this ship way more tough. We're also going to use blocks of steel in these things. This is going to really help strengthen up our aircraft carrier for the better. These structures are looking really useful. They'll definitely help make this ship tougher, but now we need to add a little bit of color and a little bit of concrete. That is why we're using orange concrete here for the sides of the ship. This is going to make it look way cooler. It won't go all the way up to the top level, but I think to there is a perfect way for the concrete to be.
Chip, do you know that boy Slow Speed?
Oh yeah, Milo. I know Slow Speed pretty well.
I have a theory.
A theory? Milo, what theory could you possibly have about Slow Speed?
I'm thinking that he's in cahoots with the pillagers.
Milo, why on earth would you think that? Slow Speed is a nice guy.
He is not nice, and he did something evil.
Oh no, Milo, what did Slow Speed do that was evil?
Well, I went up to his house last week for a little bit of early Halloween trickery, and I asked him for some candy, and he threw an egg in my face.
Milo, that's because you're a bird. I think when you asked for candy, he probably wanted to give you an egg.
Wait, really?
Yes, Milo, you're literally a bird. I think everybody thinks that birds love eggs.
So you're telling me that the Slow Speed boy doesn't know that I like the candy?
No, I don't think he would. Also, what kind of egg did he possibly throw at you?
It was like gummy and weird.
Gummy and weird. Wait a minute, Milo, was this egg brown and smelling like chocolate or something?
Yeah, kind of.
Milo, that's because it was a chocolate egg. He was trying to give you candy.
Wait, what? Oh, man, I shouted at him really meanly about that. I didn't realize he was actually trying to give me the candy.
Oh my goodness, Milo, you're crazy. You should probably apologize to him. That is, if we ever make it out of here alive before the pillager army reaches us.
Maybe I'll send him a message in the mail.
Yeah, good idea. But to do that, we need to get to our nearest mailbox, and that is safe on dry land, away from the pillagers.
I've never even used a mailbox before, so you're gonna have to teach me when we survive this.
Don't worry, Milo. When we survive this and I add all the iron and concrete blocks I need, I'll show you how.
Let's go!
This side of this super cool ship is now looking really complete, but we should probably make sure we do the same from the other side. That way we are protected on all angles against any threat. I think one way we can make our amazing aircraft carrier even stronger is by incorporating the crane into it. We're going to cut off the crane from the bottom of the ocean and add it to the side of our aircraft carrier. This way our aircraft carrier literally has a built-in crane that's gonna really help give us any repairs we might need if the pillager army decides to attack our aircraft carrier. Now that we've added an actual crane onto our aircraft carrier and built a really solid foundation, I think it is time to add a giant runway, and we are going to use concrete for it. Let's make this the most advanced runway ever made on an aircraft carrier.
Chip!
What is it, Milo?
Just so you know, I've already built my runaway.
A runaway? Milo, is that your runway?
It's my runaway, yeah.
Runaway, yeah, Milo, if it's called that, it's because it makes me want to run away from here. Why is it made out of dirt and cobblestone?
Because that's really good material. My planes are going to get a really good run up on this thing.
I don't know, Milo, this looks like a crash site. I'm a little worried, and what are these?
That is a weighted ejector.
Okay, I think I need to eject myself from your boat and back onto mine. I'm about to make a really crazy runway and show you what they're meant to look like.
Alrighty then.
Oh yeah, would you look at that? The runway is looking really good, actually. It looks like it could be a super solid place for planes to land. Now, I think all that's left to do for it is to expand it. We're gonna make this runway absolutely huge. That way, there is plenty of space for even the biggest of airplanes to land on our aircraft carrier. Oh yeah, that's looking a lot better and like it can accommodate some seriously big planes. But if the big planes land, right now, there's literally nowhere for them to go. That is why on the sides here, we are going to to build actual aircraft hangars. These are going to be where the planes can rest and be stored for really long periods of time. They'll also be very secure. That's why we are going to use deep slate and netherite, as well as maybe some steel to construct them. I think by doing a staggered design of steel blocks and cut andesite walls, we actually make these aircraft hangars look really intimidating and scary. I would not want to mess with one of these, that is for sure.
Imagine an aircraft hamburger.
What? Milo, what's an aircraft hamburger?
Well, it's simply a hamburger made out of the parts of an aircraft.
Milo, I think you might be getting aircraft hanger and aircraft hamburger confused. You are building an aircraft hanger, right?
Yeah, I am. I was just having funny thoughts in my brain because I'm feeling creative today.
Yeah, are you also feeling hungry today, Milo?
I am feeling hungry, and I'm also feeling terrified that the villagers are gonna kill me.
Milo, it's not villagers that are gonna come kill you, it's pillagers. Those are even worse. Pillagers are just like villagers, except a little bit more completely evil.
Yeah, I meant to say pillagers. That's my bad.
Don't worry, Milo, I knew exactly what you meant, because I'm kind of terrified of them too. They are on their way here, and if we don't get our builds done soon, they're gonna reach us. That's why we need to complete these aircraft hangars super duper fast. All 4 of the aircraft hangars look insane right now, but right now they also kind of have no flaw. That is why we're going to use smooth stone to fill out the inside of every single one. Now that we've placed all of the smooth stone inside of every single one of these aircraft hangars, we should probably start making the rest of the floor. Otherwise, the airplanes could literally fall off the side of this runway and into the stern of the ship. That would be very bad. I don't think we should be encouraging that at all. That's why we need to fill in this entire floor zone, and I say we use smooth stone for it too. This is perfect. Now we should also probably start making an actual command center. We're going to place it right at the front here, and it's going to be pretty tall. Let's use netherite, steel, and deep slate to make this thing. This is going to be where every single one of the decisions comes from. It's kind of like being the control room of the entire aircraft carrier. If we didn't have one of these, there would be no room to make decisions in, and we'd probably get lost at sea and absolutely destroyed by the pillager army. Oh no, Milo, what's going on? And what is that? Do not launch giant catapults at me, Milo.
I have a catapult and you do not.
Oh my goodness, Milo, your whole aircraft carrier looks insane, and why is there a boat inside your aircraft hangar?
That's my boat on wheels.
Boat on wheels? Milo, airplanes aren't known for traveling on wheels, and neither are boats. Why do you have a boat on wheels?
Because I got confused about what an aircraft carrier was.
Oh my goodness, and your first thought was boats?
Yeah, exactly.
Oh boy. Okay, enjoy riding around in your boat minecart, Milo. I think I should probably make this control room. It does not sound like you know what you're doing right now, so I better make this real good. Now, obviously, this control room needs to look pretty cool. It's gonna be the main room that we spend the most amount of time in while on this ship. Now, I think the best way to design this is to look like a control tower at an actual airport. Those are pretty much the gold standard for how to operate airplanes around, and they're really good at making sure all the air traffic does not kind of collide with each other. That's really important when you're on a tiny aircraft carrier in the middle of the ocean where help is really far away. I think this control tower is gonna look great. We just need to make sure we remember to add glass windows and a bunch of supports. I think this area of the control tower is already looking pretty good, but without any glass to see out of, we wouldn't exactly be able to guide the ship very well. We'd be totally clueless on what direction we were heading and how close the pillager army is. That is why doing this is a great idea. The more we can see, the better viewpoint and vantage we get. I think 4 blocks tall is definitely enough. Now on top of that, we're gonna place some smooth quartz blocks. Then we're gonna make sure this same design goes all the way around. That way we'll be able to see from every single direction. We'll even be able to take a look inside our own ship and make sure no pillagers have snuck aboard. Now that we've built the command center tower, we actually need to make it possible to reach. We are going to add 4 ladders leading up to this thing. That means we're also going to need to extend this pillar in the middle all the way down. Okay, looking good. Now let's add the actual ladders and the doorways leading to the ladders. If we didn't add doorways, you'd only be able to to reach one ladder. That would kind of be a huge safety hazard, since this ship is going to be attacked by pillagers at some point. That's why we've got to make sure this thing can easily be evacuated in an emergency. Otherwise, we would totally be at the mercy of the pillagers. They could trap us on board without us even being able to escape. That is one thing that will not happen on this aircraft carrier. We are going to design it to be trap-proof. At least, trap-proof from the enemy. We're still going to add a couple traps in here and there to make sure nobody can set foot on this ship without worrying about getting caught. Now, up the top of this control tower, we need to make a huge desk. This desk is going to be looking forwards out into the ocean. This is because we're going to be traveling this way anyway. We may as well have this be the main direction we can watch everything from. We will have a bunch of screens and monitors all over this place. We can even have them right up the top here. I think that might actually be one of the best places for them. Then over here, we're going to need some security cameras just to keep this place safe. And now we need to have all of our equipment. This is a portable radar. It will let us hear all around us. And now we really need to make sure we have a bunch of technology. This will allow us to use all of these things to its fullest potential. We can also add in a security desk so that we can tell this computer to autopilot this aircraft carrier. Now we also need a bunch of chairs. These chairs will really help us steer, and we can sit down if we need to focus on anything. Then over here we can have a bunch of computer processing powers. These also act as special batteries, and we'll need a bunch of electric pumps to link them up to the entire network. We'll also have a bunch of radars around as well. This way, no matter what direction any threat approaches from, we will be able to hear it coming with a radar blip. Wait a minute. I think I just actually heard a radar blip. It sounds like it's coming from this direction and... Oh no. Milo, you might want to take a look at this.
What is it, then? Wait, is that what I think it is?
Yep, I think it is. It's a giant pillager aircraft carrier headed right towards us. This is bad, Milo. It means we need to get going on our builds quicker than ever before. Don't worry, Milo, you've got this, and I know I do too. We need to make sure we build the most important things first. That way, if we need to take off in a split second, we totally can. And one thing I think is really important to add is a family quarters for Mikey and JJ's families. That's why I'm going to turn one of these aircraft hangars into an emergency family residence. That way, they'll be able to stay in here, and they'll be totally safe from the pillagers. At least I hope. We better add these iron bars quickly. Then we can start decorating the furniture inside. These iron bars are looking perfect, but now we need to make a wall in between. This is going to be a privacy screen so that Mikey and JJ's families don't have to share. That way, everybody gets their own space, and everyone will be really happy here. Now, we need to grab some different colors of concrete. On the left-hand side, we will build a room for JJ and his family, and we'll make everything red. And on the right-hand side, we can give the room to Mikey and his family. And obviously, we're going to make it lime green. Now, we need to get a bunch of furniture for each of these rooms and start placing them down. I now have absolutely all the furniture we need to put inside these rooms, and I'm excited to start placing them down.
Hey, Chip!
Oh boy, what is it now, Milo?
I've got some really good news!
Oh, what is it? Are we safe? Are the pillagers retreating?
Yeah, pretty much, because I made an invention!
Oh, this is incredible. I bet it's something really powerful and strong, like a giant cannon or a huge laser.
Well, yes! Welcome to Milo's Chicken Launcher 3000!
Wait, a chicken launcher? Milo, do you mean it launches explosive chickens or giant chickens that'll instantly take down the pillagers?
No, just normal chickens.
What? Milo? Oh boy, this should be a funny one to watch, or a complete disaster.
You gotta stand here to watch it!
Okay, I will. I'm kind of nervous. What if the chicken flies at me and starts scratching me with its claws?
That would be so funny. I'm actually kind of hoping that happens.
What? Oh boy, I'm a little scared. All right, why don't you give it a go, Milo?
Chicken launcher in 3, 2, 1.
Okay, what is... Milo, that doesn't really launch the chicken. It bounces it like a trampoline.
Why did it go down there? Let me try it again.
This one's gonna go really far and... Okay, that one didn't. That one didn't. That one also didn't. Milo, this is like a chicken bouncy castle.
Why isn't this working properly? I've installed them everywhere because I thought they were gonna work.
Oh boy, Milo, that is so funny. Hey, I'm gonna keep building my family hangar, but you better hope that all these chickens in the water don't attract anything else.
No, they won't.
Okay, I really hope they don't, Milo. Now, inside the family hangars, I say we build 2 beds here. This one can be for JJ and this one can be for JJ's wife. They also will have a chest and they'll each get some bookshelves next to their beds. This way, they will be able to store their chests in here and they can each get trapdoors next to the bookshelves with red alarm clocks on them. We'll put a red alarm clock on this one and a basic red mangrove lamp on this one. That way, they'll be able to control the light in the room and they'll be able to set their alarm to wake up bright and early with the army in the morning. Now, I think we've done a good job in JJ's room, but we also need to make a little bed for the baby. JJ always has his baby with him. It's actually really sweet because he cares so much about keeping him safe. Mikey actually cares a lot about his baby too. It's really, really nice to see. Now, we need to add some red concrete above the roof just like this. This way, everybody knows that this is JJ and his family's room. Now, it is time for us to give a room to Mikey and his family. It is so important that they get one as well. Mikey can be kind of fussy, so if we don't make this room good, I think Mikey and his whole family will be mad at us. Mikey actually gets kind of scared at nighttime sometimes, so he needs his bed in the corner. Otherwise, he gets scared that the pillagers are gonna get him. Normally, that's kind of crazy, but today it actually makes sense, since he is kind of in danger from the pillagers. Mikey really does not like pillagers. It's actually one of his biggest fears. That is why Mikey is going to get 2 nightlights. Otherwise, he would not be able to sleep ever. I think we'll put the alarm clock next to Mikey's wife because I think she'll handle it a lot better. Now, these beds are looking pretty good, and there's a bed for JJ, his wife, his baby, and 3 for Mikey's family. This is really perfect. Now it is time to make something for the other airplane hangars, and this is going to be a lot more intense. Now, we'll put the jet in here, but I don't know. We might not have enough space. Let's just check to make sure there's plenty of space around the entire area and... Whoa! Milo, did you see that? It's a shark!
A shark? Sure. My chicken's a fine, Chip. Ain't no shark in that water.
Well, I don't see the shark anymore. Guys, quick, rewind the video. Did you guys see the shark in the water, or am I going crazy? I really hope I'm not going crazy, you know, considering I'm building an aircraft carrier. I do not think crazy people can be trusted building giant military boats on the water. That is the last kind of person you want building these. I better hope I am not losing my mind. It also puts Mikey and JJ's family at huge risk for the pillager army to get them. I need to make sure I stay on top of my game. That way, I will be able to do everything I can to protect Mikey and JJ's family. This aircraft is looking a little bit tiny, but that's okay. It does not need to be huge. It just needs to be nimble enough to be able to work really, really well. I think it looks quite good, but I think we can get this thing looking a lot better. Let's use these cool looking jet engines on the back of our plane. And I think we can also grab some trapdoors. That way we will be able to make the wings actually really thin and be able to glide through the air super fancy style. I like this a lot, but we are definitely missing something really important. We're missing an actual glass cabin that you can look out of. Otherwise, nobody would be able to even pilot this thing. Now let's get some trapdoors to put on the sides. This way we can actually have a design that allows you to cover up the windows. That way, if you do not want anybody to see you piloting this thing, you can have ultimate security. Wow, this little aircraft is actually looking pretty cool. Now let's add some little bits in the wings that make it look like it has fins on the side. Whoa, that looks already way cooler. I think we can do a couple more air vehicles. This way we'll be able to have any type of defense we need. Let's make, I think a helicopter in this one. Yeah, that'll be perfect. The helicopters are going to need some custom-made, really cool landing gear. Every single helicopter has some, and this helicopter is going to be no different, except this stuff will be really, really good. The landing gear will connect up to a giant orange main body of the helicopter. Orange is, of course, my favorite color. I would not dream of having a helicopter some other color. That would honestly suck. I wouldn't even want to fly it. This way, I can make sure that this is the coolest helicopter ever. Now, I'm liking this a lot already, but we do need to remember to add in the actual blades to the helicopter. That's why I think we might need to do some renovations on this aircraft carrier. Now that is looking way better. The helicopter now has its own helipad on the roof of the aircraft hangar. It's actually pretty impressive that we can get a helicopter up here. This aircraft carrier is so big, we are going to get a bunch more vehicles than just this on here. This is only the beginning, and we now need to actually make the helicopter blades too. We're going to use some end rods just like this. Then up top, we're going to add some train trapdoors. Now we also need to remember to add iron trapdoors underneath the train trapdoor like this. These are going to be the actual spinning blades. Now they look pretty silly right now because there's holes in them, but if we add white carpets on top, boom, they instantly instantly become fully solid and no longer have any holes. It's almost perfect. We do need to replace the end rods with, I think, some white concrete fences. This is going to be a lot more sturdy looking. Oh yeah, that looks like it can take way more energy. And finally, at the back, we'll just need to place a couple more slabs, and then we'll need to just place some iron trapdoors. This is meant to look like the little back engine of the helicopter, like that little tiny spinny thing that a lot of helicopters have at the very back. I think this is looking so good right now. Let's make sure we add a bunch more of these planes and helicopters all the way around this aircraft carrier. Oh yeah, would you look at that? There are now so many aircraft on this aircraft carrier that we could take off at any moment. This is so epic, but before we make this secret thing I want to build, Milo, how are you doing?
Yeah, I'm really good. I'm actually just building some live boats.
Live boats? Wait, do you mean lifeboats?
Oh, is that how you say it?
Yeah, Milo, they're not live boats. That would mean the boats are alive. They're lifeboats because they can save your life.
Well, I just built one and it's looking real fancy.
Good job, Milo. I'm feeling very proud of you. And why are there glowberry vines growing from the top of your crane?
What do you mean? That's just a security rope.
Security rope? Milo, how is the crane meant to help you build if it's completely tied up in vines?
That's a good question. But you see, Chip, this is actually part of my creativity brain today.
Oh, okay. I completely understand. Now, one thing that's part of my creativity brain today is a secret disappearing platform. This is something the pillagers will know absolutely nothing about. It is going to secretly go down into the lower area of our aircraft carrier, and it will be usable by piston. One secret click of a button, and immediately this thing will lower or raise. I think it's a perfect addition. We're going to need to use 5 secret mechanical piston push-up holes. Wow, that's a mouthful to say. And we're going to need to use them to push this platform upwards. And we're also going to need a panic button. By pushing this panic button, it will actually trigger this platform. I think this is a really good sign. It's got a great chance of working. And there we go. We've now placed down this thing. Let's do one last little trick and then this platform should work. Let's give it a go. And yes, the platform can now secretly raise all the way to the top here. And now you literally cannot tell that it can go downwards until you press that button, that is. Then it will take you right down into the secret hangar underneath. Now, I think we've got a pretty good plan for what to put in this downstairs area. We just need to make sure we execute it right. But first, I need to check on something. Let's grab a secret spyglass and send this platform right up to the top. Okay, here we go, and oh no! That pillager aircraft carrier is getting closer! Milo, I can see their cannons! We need to get ready, and we need to get ready fast!
Cannons, schmannons! Wait till they get a load of my secret weapon, the Cluckatron! No one messes with a chicken in flight mode!
What? Milo, a Cluckatron? Are you building some kind of chicken plane?
Yeah, no, just the same chicken dispenser thing that I had before.
Well, your chicken dispenser better be ready because those pillagers are not messing around.
Oh, it's ready! I just hope the chickens remember which way to fly this time.
Oh boy, I think my defenses might need to be a lot better than I thought. I do not think the Cluckatron is going to work. Let's see if we can make a couple more insane defenses. Defense number 1 could even be a secret armory. That way we can have super cool weapons to fight against the pillagers. Oh yeah, let's make a crazy armory zone right down here. And you know what? We can even make it out of steel and netherite. This is about to be insane. We can use the netherite here to make these walls even stronger. It's like an inside reinforcement for our aircraft carrier. This way it is way tougher than it ever could be before. And I think we can even grab some crazy reinforced iron bars. This way, even if they try and attack from the inside of the ship, they won't be able to get through it too easily. These reinforced iron bars are going to provide some crazy structural support to this aircraft carrier. Now that we've made 2 of them, we also just need to fill in the roof with smooth stone. This will help block off being able to see the airplane runway and hearing too much of the planes. By adding extra sound protection, we make it really quiet down here, which will honestly make it easier to think of really cool plans on how to stop the pillagers. Speaking of thinking, I think it's time to make the armor zone right now. Let's grab a bunch of armor stands and line them against the walls. We can also grab some chests too. It's important that we remember to get as many kinds of armor as we possibly can, especially ones designed for super high intensity combat. There are so many different kinds of powerful armor to pick from. These are actually camouflage camouflage armor, and normally they'd be really helpful, but these literally won't work in the middle of the ocean. But still, if we accidentally find ourselves on land or fighting in the seagrass, these are going to come in really handy. You can barely see somebody wearing that thing. It's kind of insane. Now, we also should probably get some gas masks and some hazmat suits. If anybody tries to use nuclear radiation or something to try and get us, I think we'll be ready for it. We'll be able to stop it and get in these suits extra quick. We may need a couple of them. I say we have 3 hazmat suits lined up right next to each other. That way, in case we need to get inside them, we totally can. And there's a couple spare in case Mikey or JJ's family needs them too. We can also have gas masks here, and not to mention, we can get some really tough armor too. Oh yeah, these are about to be so impressive. We'll give these armor stands some back plates and also some leggings and boots. This way, they are ready for anything. Now, we also should have some final sets of armor stands right in the middle here. These armor stands will be the classic military look, and I say we do about 8 of them. Whoa. This one already looks crazy. Let's get as many of these as we can fit on these 8 armor stands. That way, there'll be one for every single person on this ship. And one for Milo too, in case he needs it in an emergency. Now that we've gotten down a bunch of armor stands, we should probably get a bunch of weapons to add to these chests. We have an entire chest full of electric bows. It's kind of crazy. These electric bows can do some serious damage. Then we have 3 different kinds of arrows to power them with. We've got explosive netherite arrows, which explode on impact, and magnetic netherite arrows, which actually go towards the entity and pull other entities in as well. Then we also have incendiary arrows, which kind of set everything nearby on fire. Let's get all the arrows we need. We'll place them inside this chest so that we never ever run out of ammo. Then in this chest, we are going to fill the entire thing with a bunch of dynamite. Yeah, I think this dynamite will be perfect. Not to mention, this chest will be full of grenades. I think this could come in quite handy against the pillagers. Then in this chest, we are going to use a special kind of weapon. This is called a typhoony, and this is actually going to launch blasts of typhoon water against the pillagers. It will use the power of the ocean to get rid of them. I think it'll make this place absolutely impenetrable. We've even added more storage rooms inside the hull of this aircraft carrier. This way, no matter what we need, there is so much space for it. But now, we have 1 rising platform in this aircraft carrier. I think we might actually need a second one for a very secret special reason. This is the Chip aircraft carrier, and we are going to have another platform in here that actually raises a fuel cage into the Chip aircraft carrier. This way, it will be able to fuel in an instant, and no one will even be able to see it from under the runway. It's pretty important that we have this, otherwise we could be totally doomed. Now, all we need to do is stand on this block and push this lever, and whoa, we literally raise up into this aircraft. This is perfect, and it even has an emergency escape hatch. No pillager will ever see this coming. Now, on every single one of these raised platforms, we are going to have a special machine. This is tied to the solar neutron activator. This is like a special charging zone for actual lifeboats with chests. It'll help them go extra fast, and we'll even light the way with redstone torches. Let's place them all around these parts of the ship. That way, no matter where somebody is, they will instantly be able to find a lifeboat near them that they can escape on. Otherwise, if the pillagers corner us, we will have nowhere to run. Hey Milo, do you think your build will actually be able to hold off an attack from the giant pillager aircraft carrier headed right toward us?
You know it, Chip. I'm gonna have unstoppable defenses to keep Mars and family safe, especially with my chicken plane. He's gonna fly so fast.
Oh, so you are doing a chicken plane. Wait a minute. Speaking of flying, are you ready to fly with the best? Join the Pro Squadron as a Pro Channel member today. You'll get exclusive access, special perks, and even the chance to play with us in top-tier battles.
Or go for the NOOB wing as the NOOB membership. We might not have all the fancy perks, but we sure know how to have fun, especially with the chicken launches.
Pro members are Top Gun fast, sleek, and unstoppable.
NOOB members, think more. Top fun. Join the crew today.
Oh, Milo, I think... Wait, are there eyes on your boat? That's terrifying.
Yeah, that's just so that they don't kill me.
Oh, okay. Good plan. Milo, we've got to get our aircraft carriers ready to fly really soon. I don't know how much more time we have. And done! I finished every single thing on my ship, including all of these lights along the runway. All right, Milo, I think I better come take a look at your ship right now, just to make sure your aircraft carrier can handle an attack from the pillager army.
Yeah, let me show you.
So, Milo, this is your aircraft carrier?
Yep, and it's really powerful and epic.
Okay, what are some of these things you've got? I know about these chicken cluckinators and the giant crane, but there's so much more here.
Yeah, well, we've got the dripstone teeth that are really gonna help.
Okay, dripstone teeth, these don't exactly scream powerful defense, Milo.
What? Are you kidding me? These are sharp, scary, and gonna punch those pillagers.
Okay, I guess that makes sense, but what is this? Why is there a minecart in a boat going in a circle?
That's just a really cool idea that I had about some things that could go in an aircraft carrier.
Okay, that makes sense, I guess, somehow. And why are there llamas here?
Because those are the defense llamas. They're gonna spit on everyone.
Ew, that's disgusting. Milo, I don't like the defense llama idea, but what is this? This looks like a nice shop.
Yeah, this is the snack bar. What do you want?
The snack bear? Okay, you sell sushi? Yum, that sounds delicious. Could I please get fresh ocean sushi, please?
There you go, Chip. That's this for you.
Thanks, Milo. Oh, wow, this is really cool. What is this?
Well, it's actually my chicken plane. You can see it if you jump a little bit.
Oh my goodness, Milo, this looks so silly. I am kind of sitting in the seat though, so that's pretty cool, but Milo, there's a whole underground area.
Yeah, exactly. Do you want to see it? It's just back here.
Okay, so we go behind the plane's jets to get there, and oh no, Milo, I remember this. There are still holes in the bottom of your boat.
Yes, observing holes.
Okay, why didn't you use glass for them?
Because glass is really yucky and sticky.
Then why did you place it in the middle of your floor?
Well, because that's just what I thought about. And do you like the dance floor?
Oh, this is a dance floor. Yeah, this is actually pretty cool, Milo.
Yeah, see, I like dancing just like this.
Oh yeah, and I knew you were gonna dab. I know you too well, Milo, but hey, this is honestly pretty cool. I think it might not be the best against a giant pillager army though.
Well, I actually beg to differ. I think it's really good.
Okay, Milo, well, if the pillager armies make it in here, we're in trouble, and wait a minute. Milo, I think I hear something. Hold on a second. Let me get out my spyglass and... Oh no! Milo, the pillager army is here! Oh no, this is really bad. Milo, use your defenses!
I need to use some of my defenses like my snacks!
Your snacks? Milo, how are your snacks defenses?
I don't know!
Come on, Milo, you've got to have more defenses than this, and... Oh my goodness, are they blowing up your aircraft carrier?
Chip, they're trying to get me!
Me too, Milo, this is really bad. All I have is bread, ender pearls, and a telescope.
Oh no, there's so many of them! Why isn't my ship working?
I don't know, Milo. You're the one that built it. Oh boy, this is bad. The holes in your ship must have let them get all inside and oh no, they're in the bedroom area. Milo, I am hearing so many explosions right now. This is bad. I think your aircraft carrier might not be able to take much more of this.
Oh gosh, my lifeboat is getting blown up!
Oh, Milo, you can't use your lifeboat anymore now. Here, take these. These are ender pearls. We need to use them to get back to my ship and... Oh boy, this is bad. I think I might need to defend you from my ship. Stay here, Milo. I'll save you. Okay, I've launched the ender pearl. I really hope this lands, and yes, I made it back to my ship. Now I need to head underground into my secret underground lair to try and get as many defenses as possible. Come on, platform, take me down. Okay, the underground elevator is taking me down into the lowest area of my aircraft carrier. Now I can go into the armor room. I say we use these classic juggernaut armor and helmet. Oh yeah, this is gonna keep me so safe. Now we need to grab as many weapons as we possibly can. I'm not talking about leash and dripstone. I'm talking grenades and all the other dynamite and... Oh no, I can hear some crazy noises coming from Milo's boat. This is bad. We better get ready. We now have all the equipment we need. Now let's head over there and save Milo. Don't worry, Milo. Keep getting them. I'll cover you from here. I've got my Typhoony. Now I can use it and whoa, that was a crazy powerful attack.
Chip, they must have swum over from that ship right there!
Oh, this is terrible. Don't worry, Milo. I'll come over there somehow. But first, we need to try out this electric bow. It's working pretty well, I guess, but whoa, that magnetic arrow worked too well. It's pulling me in. This is really bad. I need to get a slightly closer look. Now we're going to use our explosive arrows to get a way better, easier time on getting onto this ship. Oh, Milo, there are pillagers in the water. They're heading towards Mikey and JJ's families. And Milo, what is that noise?
It's a talkie gun!
A talkie gun? Oh boy, I better go check this out. Hold still, I'm enderpearling onto the ship.
Help me!
Oh no, Milo, you're covered in arrows. You look like a hedgehog.
I'm not a hedgehog on my body!
Okay, sorry, Milo, and whoa, I'm using this weapon so well. Now I need to use the dynamite. Oh, this is really bad. Maybe if I use these arrows, the incendiary ones, and oh no, Milo, I set you on fire by mistake.
Please don't do that again. It really hurt my feelings.
Oh no, this is really bad. Milo, these pillagers, there's so many of them. We can't get them under control, and your boat looks like it's about to sink.
What do we do, Chip? What do we do?
I'm gonna need to get out of here. I know you don't have any safety boats and you're terrified of using ender pearls. Don't worry, Milo. I'll be able to save you. Oh no, wait a second. I'm back on my ship, but there are giant armies of pillagers here too. This is really, really bad. I need to hide inside Mikey's room in order to heal, but oh no, this is insane. Stay back, pillagers. I will not let you attack my ship like this.
Chip, I thought we'd actually have a chance at beating them.
Me too, but wait a minute. They've overrun my runway. I literally can't even use my plane, but I do have a jetpack. Whoa, it's actually letting me fly right now. This is crazy. I think I know exactly what I need to do. Stay back, pillagers. I'm gonna give you one last chance. My entire aircraft carrier is going to be destroyed if I keep fighting them here. You know what? I think I need to take this fight back to their home territory. I'm gonna take this fight to the pillager aircraft carrier itself. Hello, pillager aircraft carrier. Take this. I will not let you destroy everything I've made. Oh, it's working. I think I can hear the ship breaking. I just need to break the control deck. This is the most important part. Without it, they will not be able to pilot this thing at all. We'll even use our actual grenades. Come on, this has got to work. It's got to land, and oh my goodness, it's bouncing. This is crazy. Wait a second. I think I hear the ship breaking. Stand back. I think this is gonna be crazy, and oh my goodness, it's a giant explosion. Oh yeah. Goodbye, pillagers. Take that.
That's what I'm talking about. You did it, Chip.
Just another day here in the skies. Now, Milo, let's go save Mizen's families.
Let's go.
Oh yeah, Mikey and JJ's families are now fully safe. We did it, guys. We defeated the pillager army. Now let's celebrate!